Good day to you friends and followers, my name is Grey Fox and welcome back to Paragon. Now in this episode we're going to be talking about Iggy and Scorch. We're going to go back and revisit this character and show off some of the stuff going on here. Now, one part of Iggy and Scorch that I think should be brought up first and foremost is Vampiric Elixir. This card is something that I'd never really paid a lot of attention to, and I overlooked it for quite a few reasons because it's 1 mana cost, it gave you some lifesteal, but it didn't seem like it was that great compared to, say, the mana potion, or the health potion rather. So, if you were using Vampiric Elixir, and you only vamp off of an R2, then it kind of doesn't really do you a lot of good. But, Vampiric Elixir does something really cool. And that is it gives all of your abilities, regardless of what they are, lifesteal. So, for those 15 seconds, your abilities all have lifesteal attached to them. And the best thing is Iggy and Scorch has a lot of turrets they can drop. And on top of that, the ultimate is a pretty long ultimate, all things considered. So if you use Vampiric Elixir, combine it with your turrets and your ultimate, you're doing quite a bit of damage. Imagine throwing down an oil spill, popping Vampiric Elixir, popping your ultimate, while you have 3 turrets on the ground. You're going to heal up pretty quick. Now, we're going to step into the rest of the deck here, which is 59 points with 1 Vampiric Elixir. I am using a few things up here just to cast token health, mana, and those are just placeholders really, just to not have any floating points. So the first thing I'm going to talk about with these cards will be the Chronomancer Disc, as this is your flex card. This is the card that's here because I wanted that 3-2-1 cast, and it's a 3-cost card, and it gives me mana, and it gives me damage for the beginning abilities, and then of course the upgrade is the 5% cooldown, but you don't really need the 5% cooldown. It's just sort of the floating ability, and if you're not into that, if you don't feel like that 5% is actually giving you anything, then feel free to replace it with the Staff of the Adamant is my biggest suggestion here. Some people prefer Burn Blood Powder, but in my opinion it does the same thing. Instead, it gives you attack speed instead of mana, and I would rather have the mana personally. You could run Victory Torch, which is pretty cool, but it only gives you 2 ability or 2 card point weight, stat weight, out of the 4-point investment. So you're only getting half your weight. And then it does have a really good passive, but I feel like in order for that to be effective, it's so situational because you have to be critically wounded for it to actually kick in. And then on top of that, if you're critically wounded, it's only going to affect your R2, and it feels weird. I don't really like it. And if you really want health, then you can always go Elder Mage Amulet. Or if you want to be able that has an extra Wellspring Staff, I strongly suggest Wellspring Staff. I only have 2, and they are of course both in here. So that's a really great alternative to Chronomancer Disc. And if you really want the ward, of course Magus Ward is the way to go. Alright, so now we're jumping into the actual deck design here. First thing I'll go into next is your damage, which is going to be based off your 2 Wellspring Staves here, 3 if you're going to run 1 right here, and that would be a 6-point investment, which it doesn't really matter if you go 2-2-2 or 3-2-1, and then finally a 12-point investment running 3-3-3. So you're going to be investing just your standard 12 and 9, so here's your 21-point investment. Now, the next part of this, which is the final part of the Iggy and Scorch build, the gimmicky part of it, it would be Drink the Spirits, Ring of Domina, and Armivore. So Armivore states that on unit kill restore 7 mana. And then Drink the Spirits states on minion kill or player kill or assist, heal for 5% of killed units' health over 10 seconds. So it's kind of a built-in vamping. And then Ring of Domina states 10% damage bonus to minions. So that being said, you do more damage to minions. When you kill them, you get mana and health. And then, of course, the backside of Drink of the Spirits being that if you help kill a hero, then you get health. Now, it used to read, I think, on hero killer assist, and now it says player. I'm not sure if it still affects the heroes as much now, as this is a build that I haven't looked at the hero kill health steal or regen as closely because I haven't been able to tell. I haven't been able to see it well enough. the only other change that I would consider making to this deck in the future would potentially be if I ran Circlet of Mana but that's something that I think would be more if you're having trouble staying alive. I just wanted to bring that up. And then at some point I would consider running the 2 red cards that state that they give damage bonuses to the minions, and I would run this as a support build. If I do get those cards, I'll show you what I mean by that by building that deck and showing it off. So without further ado, we're going to go find ourselves a game and jump into this. And I do want to point out, before I get any further into this, that this is a build that I am currently using in the AI. I do it through AI because on events like this, when I'm currently doing this, is there's double XP. The XP happens regardless of which one you're in, players versus player co-op, and they both give the same amount of XP. So if you win a PvP match, you get the same as if you win an AI match. The difference is the fact that if you lose an AI match, you'd only get like half. If you win an AI match, then you gain full. And you win 99% of all your AI matches. That 1% is usually the variable of either being with complete unknown noobs who just don't know how to play yet, which is not really their fault, or you have people who just go AFK, or you know, something happens, their net drops, whatever the case, and they're not able to play. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in, we're going to show how this works in the AI, and with Iggy and Scorch, generally, even if you have AI people or AFK people, not AI people, but if you're AFK people, you can still carry pretty well, and I really like that. I think this character is very, very well held together with this build, and I'm definitely a fan. So I'm going to jump in, stop talking, and show you guys how I play it. Okay guys, we found ourselves a match here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what cards I use coming out of the gate, and the progression that I use, which is kind of all over the place at times. So we're going to start with Vampiric Elixir. I'm just going to stick that in the left-hand slot. Now, you have some options here if you want Mana Potion to keep your mana up, Health Token to stay alive a little longer, Cast Token to do a little more damage. It doesn't really matter because they're not going to stay that long. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this Health Token and one of these Cast Tokens, of which I do have 2 of each. So now we're going to go with square button usage. Oh, 2 to each lane on the left and right. Nobody went mid. I could just go ahead and push mid, I suppose. Let's see, we have... Well, so I'm not sure what Richter's doing. I'm not sure if Richter's going to go mid or whatnot. Okay, it looks like I'm not sure what Richter's doing. Richter's a little confused. Richter looks about as confused as I am. Blink. I like placing it way back there. Let that guy get that. Not really let, just make sure that we don't take it kind of thing. Just ensure that he gets it as much as possible. Sit here and help with this. But we're mostly just crowd control. We're just CCs, all we are at this point. And I do play this character very supporty compared to kind of an ADC, which is something like attack damage carrying. You know, very much so a supportive type character with him. And I enjoy playing him that way. I think it's fun. It's something that allows the game to be enjoyable for me. So we're gonna throw this over here. Point. I'm just gonna ignite these guys, and now we're gonna throw this in the middle. I have a feeling this is gonna be a fast match though, which could be very bad. Get that mic a little closer. Blink. I didn't realize that tower was turning so quick. I haven't had to use that Vampiric yet either, which is good. Let's go ahead and drop this here and then upgrade. I did it that way because it costs less to do it that way. I just dropped my phone on my foot. Smart move. So the reason is because it might do a little less damage, but it didn't cost me as much mana to drop it. So I was able to kind of recover a little bit. I'm not going to drop a turret yet because there's no real point. I'm not able to get those last blows in either. Let's drop this right here. I'm going to stand back here at the edge because I don't want to deal with that tower nearly as much. The tower will now focus on that. Now we're going to drop this right here. Pretty good place too because of the minions coming in. I thought he was going to use his circle or whatever. Combustible Taco. I like the name though. Tower's going to drop. Alright, we have 6 power right now, which is fantastic. Level up and grab our R1, even though we're probably never going to use that R1. I think I've probably used that R1 3 whole times I've ever played this character. Alright, I'm going to head back. Not quite 4 minutes into the match, we've got a tower down. Probably shouldn't be going this fast. Alright, let's go ahead and grab... I'm either going to say Drink the Spirits or Armivore. I don't feel like we need Drink the Spirits at the very moment. Like, it's not... Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to stick Armivore on. We're going to drop our health token. And we're going to stick Drink the Spirits on. There we go. And the reason for that is because we're going to get more mana. We're going to get health. We're going to be able to vampire off of our turrets. And we have a cast token on. So we'll probably aim for next is finishing out the trifecta and getting the Ring of Domino, which is really going to require us to drop the strike token unless we stay out for 6 more points. So we have a little bit of option kind of stuff going on here. So we can either say, hey, we're going to stick out till we get 6 points, which means we can either hang out and just kill minions until we get those, or we can go jungle a little bit, or, you know, a few options there. And that's really just a matter of your personal preference and how much time you have in your match. I don't kind of feel like there's a whole lot of time here to play with. I feel like there's a lot that's going to happen in this match very quickly. And because of that, there's not going to be enough time to really show off as much as I want to. I think this steel might be in trouble here. Come on. Oh, that's not good. Wait, there's a blue Greystone? This is the first time I've seen an NPC Greystone. Certainly new for me. Very cool though, I have to admit. That threw me off so much I forgot what I was doing. Go ahead and grab ult when you hit to 5. And now with the Vampire Elixir, you should be pretty well set. Again, just kind of... I'm thrown off. I have not seen that yet. They must have changed the character pooling a bit, which is excellent. I'm glad they did that. Let's do this right here. Let's do this right here. He obviously uses his shield more often now as well. Not that it really helps him, but it's cool that he does it. Let's do that. We'll burn him down. Another turret here. We have Muriel on us now. Nope, nothing there. Okay. Right here. We're just gonna try to clear out as many of these minions as possible, make it a little bit easier on this this guy here. This whatchamajigger here. What is his name? Severog. There we go. Could not think of his name for the life of me. He's just outside the range of the... There we go. There we go. And then we're going to drop another one over here. That should put double damage on the minions pretty much and allow us to just eat them. Which is fantastic. As you can see all the little hearts, that means that we're regenerating a ton of mana. Ooh, did he leave? He did leave, didn't he? I mean, I don't want to attack the tower anymore if he doesn't want to attack the tower anymore. I'm fine with it. Right here. I was only jumping in there to get the points for it, really. Double this down here. Let them eat. There we go. Was it Muriel again? I don't really want to get... Okay, good, she left. I don't really want to get involved in a fight at the moment. Oh, there's a Greystone behind. Oh man, I just ran myself out of mana too. He doesn't have the tower to run into. There we are. And no, it does not heal you anymore off the hero kills. So, that's unfortunate. I had never paid attention to it even up till now, so that's really unfortunate that it's player only now. That was one of the big, advantages to that card. But oh well, it happens. I mean, changes happen all the time, which is one thing that's progressive about this game. I mean, it's still in beta. I mean, it is an open beta right now, and I have been playing since before that, but the thing is there's so much room for improvement still, and we have enough points now to pretty much do what we'd like. Now, as far as the stuff on here, which is mostly mana, no, I didn't really talk about that, but this is all this is a 2-2-1. It's just to take up the room, and then we have mana, health, and mana, as well as health, mana, and health. This I just had in here to give us that big open door for being able to be more aggressive. You can, of course, just completely replace that with mana if you'd like to. And then from there, it's just all damage. So you can just go in here and say, okay, where's the big damage card, which is this one. Equipping that and then saying, okay, goodbye cast token. And then going in here and upping that. And now you're good. Now you're golden to be able to go in and just focus on damage. You're going to get the abilities off the other 3 gimmick cards no matter what. So you don't have to fill that card out. And you're going to heal, you're going to get mana back, and you're going to deal 10% more damage. So those are the 3... I keep calling them gimmicks, but I guess they're perks. Those are like the 3 abilities that are tacked on or whatnot that you're wanting to use and to play around with. And you want to make sure you have those active as much as possible. Pop my Vamp Elixir a little early, but the plan here is just to try to burn him down as much as possible. It didn't go quite as planned, but you know, when does it ever, right? I love the fact that Greystone is now a thing. Oh, my Elixir didn't actually kick in. I was like, man, it didn't even heal me. I'm glad that it just didn't work, and that was how it worked, rather than I got screwed by it. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it now that I have a turret down. There we go. And again. Well, that Greystone's fun to watch. I like watching the NPCs play him. That's really cool. Big fan of that. Pop the Vampiric Elixir again, because we're dealing a pretty decent amount of damage to Muriel and some minions, and I would really like to benefit from that as much as possible. Speaking of which, we need to upgrade, don't we? Ah, no. I did not mean to do that. I hit L1 instead of R1, so when I was hitting square, I was letting people know my ultimate was ready. Which was not what I meant to do. Okay, right here. Oh, nice one. I mean, you're gonna die, but nice one. If you're gonna notice too, if you look at my score at the top left, I'm not pushing crazy numbers or anything. Again, this is because this is a very relaxed, fun build for me. I like to just run around and kill the minions. You can say I do have 40 minion kills though. Ah, get the... My R2 didn't kick in. What the... that was not a matter of attack speed either, because if you notice I had the attack, it just didn't kick in. Boink. That just makes these guys up. Come on, get him. Oh. I wanted to get the kill so that I could get mana. Throwing in crap damage on Muriel right now. We need a turret behind her. The NPCs jump now. Did you notice that? Oh, I got the kill. 7 more mana for it too. You need help in the middle? Okay. Probably should go help. Well, 6 more card power, so I'm going to go ahead and bail out here. And with the 6 card power, I'm going to drop it all right here. So our damage is up to 78 now. So as you can see, our damage is nice. The NPCs seem far more aggressive to me now too. They did patch this overnight, I believe, so quite a bit happened, I think, in that patch. I don't keep up with patch notes. I am not a patch note reader person. I'm not someone that goes in and goes, okay, you know, the patch notes say that this is going to happen. And I read it and all. I wait for other people to tell me, oh, this happened. Oh, okay, well, that explains why my character's so broken now and I can't use him. Or, oh, that explains why my character's so broken and I kill everything. Or just nothing changes. I don't pay attention. Or no one tells me and I still have no idea what's going on. They're having a hard time killing Muriel. Though that didn't help them. There you go. Let's push mid now, I think. Throw this down. Burn them all. Burn them all. Circle again. Excellent, excellent. Gadget. I think the computer's a little more active, I guess. It doesn't feel like it's quite as... I'm not sure what the word I would use here is. Dumb? Maybe? I don't know. Vampiric. Pop ult. Rah. Excellent. Greystone is dead. Oof. That gadget still just dumps though, like lays out everything at one time and goes for it. Get some damage on the tower. I'm gonna drop the turret here. And I'm gonna drop one right on top of the tower. Let me do this because I want those NPCs owned. There we go. See, they won't be able to come out of the tower that way. And then when our NPCs show up, then we can just move in without having to worry about those. Unimpeded is the word I was looking for. See, I don't do a ton of damage, like I said. The R2 is not the point of the deck. The point of the deck is the turrets. Getting those beefed up enough to really eat all of these minions. You see, it just sits there and just nom nom nom. And it's sustainable for mana and things like that. And really, you can kind of build this progressively. You can use this build and then you could actually put cards in and ditch out the gimmick cards at one point for damage if you wanted to or whatnot, and focus more on mana and just take away the regen part of it and focus more on having a very large mana pool. And it would probably be decent. I mean, I wouldn't say it would be good, but I think it would be decent. I think it would be a decent alternative for late game. It might provide more strategy, a little bit more sustainability at one point, but I don't know. Design is fun to me. I like the idea of having these gimmicky type cards. They're not particularly amazing, but I mean, they give you abilities that you wouldn't normally have at your disposal. No, I think they're really neat. I'll go ahead and work on this tower here. Why is he backing out? We still have 2 minions. And Sevarog. That Sevarog's pretty nice. Hello, Greystone. Vamp off of it. Throw one right here, in case he runs backwards. See, it's just sitting there giving me health. Back away. Oh, he's screwed. Oh, yeah. No hope for him now. Okay, so here comes Steel. Steel does not have his ult, otherwise he would have popped it right there in a heartbeat. Drop this one right here. I'm gonna go left side and drop another one. Right here. That's gonna allow the minions to get beaten down pretty easily. In case they come across. And I don't think they're going to. We've got a gadget and a Muriel, it looks like. I ate my mana up though doing that. Ooh, that's a gadget ult. Yeah, that's how you get rid of turrets pretty quick. Is you just drop down a gadget ult. And they will eat them up. There. That's gonna give me Ooh, that's gonna get me stuck on a rock if I keep running like that. Muriel's on gadget for heals for whatever reason. I just upped my R1 by the way, when I leveled up. Okay, here we go. Whichever is the only option anyway. Again, focus on square and then circle. And of course your ultimate whenever it's ready, and then R1 as you see fit. Of course, it depends if you play the character a bit differently, of course, because I play it that way. That's how I do it. So I'm going to go Wellspring Staff, or I can go Chronomancer. I think I'm just going to go Wellspring for now. And then with the remaining 6 points, I'm going to finish it up. I think Iggy Scorch is one of those few characters that just really gets card power quickly. And can really put it to good use. So they're going to push mid. Let's go right lane. They've actually done a little bit of damage on this tower. Interesting. Wow, look at that. That Sevarog is in there beating people down. Is there a lot? No, there's a lot of minions coming, and I would take care of that. I would defend mid, but they're not on the tower yet. And I feel like we can push through. Oh, there's Gideon up there with him. He's got no mana. And he's got Muriel almost dead. A lot of minions coming. Let's go ahead and burn them down as quickly as possible. Excellent. Again. Circle's not ready yet. Oh good, Gideon came over this way. Come on Gideon, come on. Come on. Just come on. Go ahead and vamp. And then ult. Let's eat all the minions while we're at it. There's a gadget behind, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and push forward with these minion buddies. And we're going to up our ultimate once we hit 13. So that's good. Let's do this. And again, because I want all these minions dead. Only 2 minions are still here. Oof. This inhibitor is going to be a pain then. 1 left. Well, the worst thing is I don't think very many minions are going to make it. Well, no, maybe not, because they're right there. So see, their minions are getting held up back there by Gadget and Muriel. Right here. Go ahead and keep weight on this tower. Well, this inhibitor. See, I don't see any minions coming. I think they're all caught up back there. There's a Muriel incident going on. Ow. And Gideon bounces back. That's pretty funny. Well, at least I got Gideon injured up there. Now, this is a bad situation, I think. My ult's almost ready, which is great. But I think everything else is a bad situation. See, mana's in pretty good shape. We've got one more heal we can do. Minions are right behind me now, so let's do it now. Oh, it's a lot of minions. That is a lot of minions. Steel is definitely trapped. Yeah. Gideon is definitely being a jerk up here. So let's do this. Excellent, excellent. Got both of those. Throw one here. Help out with those guys. Let's head up this way. And drop this. And we're just gonna take care of these guys quick. So even though these guys are in the circle, I don't think the turret actually hits that close. Or that far. I wasn't close. I don't think it actually reaches the outer ring. Once this inhibitor drops, we're in good shape. There we go. Inhibitor down. Which means Ooh, we need to take care of this situation here. Gadgets on me as well. Pop the vamp, even though... Ooh, this is bad. I'm just gonna pop... Great, I hit my ult and got knocked immediately out of it. Yeah, I should have ran. I mean, Gadget popped her ult, I got hit by Muriel. Greystone there. So it's 3-on-1 with no real chance of me doing well. I think next I'm going to go left lane. And I'm going to hopefully be able to push up to the inhibitor. That Narbash is trying hard to get that kill. As Narbash, I would have just stayed back a bit and tried to heal up and help out. There you go, stunned, but Muriel though, he's got the mana, so I just hang back and heal up that whatchamajigger, Richter. Can't remember names. I just call them whatchamajiggers and who's its and what's its faces. See, watch, he's gonna try to get the kill on that. But that's Sephiroth, I tell you, he's good at getting those kills. See, can I? Oh, I should probably use my card power while I'm waiting. That would probably be something you guys would like me to do. Mana. There should be a mana around here somewhere again. And, well, that one's 2. I could go ahead and grab these. What's the... Okay, I didn't think there was a finisher for that one. These are fine. The penetrations, they're really just there as kind of placeholders. Really, you could redo these points and pull 2 points there. So these are all 1s. And put them into like here and do a 3 and a 3. But I left them in case I ever needed them. Let's go ahead and do that, and let's go ahead and do that. That way that card's just done, even though it's irrelevant whether or not the card's fully completed. But for my own OCD purposes, I will complete it. And then we will do... Really, I got thinking about it. You could put no points in Armivore. And the rest of your points elsewhere if you don't want that armor pen. And I'm not a big fan of it in PvE because I don't feel like this character actually needs armor pen at all. It's kind of like my build doesn't use attack speed at all. I don't feel like attack speed really plays a huge part. I'd rather have mana at my disposal. I'd rather have the ability to focus on my turret far more than I would doing that. This guy's gonna die. Watch. Or not? I don't know. That wasn't my kill. I was just trying to help out. I thought he was gonna kill him, but the guy was just staying there for a moment. I wasn't really sure what to do. Okay, so this is gonna be an ult. Yep. The ult just doesn't do that much damage either. I threw that oil in a bad spot. Well, maybe not. Alright, another one right here. So 2 side by side should be enough to really eat up that front line. We do not have the minions for this. R1 again. So I think R1 will be the final upgrade as well because we only have 1 more left in that. And there is a Greystone back there. NPCs seem more inclined to go around as well. They don't seem to be drawn to just running down the middle lane, content with mindless lemming. It's hard to say. They're not lemmings. Blah. You want to call them lemons. I don't know why, but I keep wanting to call them lemons. I'm pretty much in the mood for lemons right now. Come on, guys. Onward. March to victory. So we got Steel on his way back. Drop another turret here. Get ready to drop another one as well. What? He already used it? Well, I guess he was down long enough to where it didn't matter. I hit him, so the tower focused on me. It's still on me. Oh, because the turret's still hitting him. Right. Preparing for when he comes after me. which I know he's about to do. Oh, we got it down. Wow. I did not see that coming. Yeah, keep coming after me. Please keep attacking me. I would love that. I think I was hitting his little barrier. It was, I don't know why I was like, that barrier doesn't stop this. Which I'm pretty sure it just did. Is Narbash gonna go for it? Oh, I bet that Sevarog. Here it comes. Can Sevarog do it? Oh, who gets this kill? Narbash. Let's get these minions right here. There we go. 6 more card power at my disposal that I will show you where I'll place in a moment. As you can see, our mana is in really good shape too. Despite everything that just went on, it's still holding up solid. And another one right here. So we have a bunch of turrets just sitting there in the middle. I don't know why that Greystone went flying. I don't know if that was Sevarog's ult that hit him or what. I think my turrets are already dead. I think when it pulsed out, it killed him. From here, or they used up. Oh, I didn't think I even hit the core. Whoops. Probably should have done that. We're right in the middle. Yay. Is that the challenger skin for Narbash? I think it is, because it's purple. That's Sevarog. Wow, 8 kills though was actually tied for 2nd place, which is insane. I was by no means attempting to keep that going. And as you can see, we pulled in a pretty decent amount of card power at 1.3k for what we were doing. I did take that 1 death, which is really my own fault for not running away. 13 assists, which is exactly what we were hoping to do, and 129 minion kills, which is our job. That was what the deck was designed to do, is to take those minions and burn them all. We did have, I think, 6 or 9 card power by the time that ended. I had to rewatch to see. And with that, it would have just been more health and mana and finish out that Armivore and whatnot. The deck was definitely receiving its final bits there. That's the weekly quest stuff. Another minor cast, which would be pretty nice to add in. Of course, we didn't need to use any other tokens, so... And a Wellspring Staff, which I actually need. That's just what I was talking about. Replacing that Chrono card with Wellspring Staff. Hitting OK. So there's a rep and a chest as well. Let's open that up for a deck slot. That's an excellent thing to have happen. So let's see, we get a Tribute, which is a boost to 100 rep for the next match victory. And let's see, this is double XP, so we're going to sit on 6.7k nearly with 867 rep times 2, I believe. So, awesome stuff. Inching toward level 40. And that is the Iggy Scorch build. Thank you guys for checking out the video. I hope that it helped anybody that might be interested in it. I like to build quirky stuff for the AI. I mean, stuff that works a little differently than I suppose a lot of people aim for. And I like doing stuff with characters that are not just pure damage and not just pure go out there and try to win by breaking everything's face. I like stuff that like this, where I'm actually helping the other people, and I'm performing a service to the group by killing the minions, so that I don't have to worry about them being a pain in the butt. And so if you don't have someone that's in your lane that's doing like Sevarog was doing and killing everything, then you still are completely sustainable and you can still definitely hold your own. It's just a little bit slower is all. So thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you liked it, please hit that like button. If you dislike it, then please let me know why. And hopefully this is something that you can put to use. And do keep in mind this is an AI build only, and it would need to be tweaked out for PvP. And I'm not entirely certain how that Ring of Domina and all would really help in PvP as much. I don't know if that would be something that would really kind of work out. I feel like it's so heavily based on your ability to survive your encounters with the opposite heroes, which is usually just Chimera and Grux beating you down. Then I'm not entirely certain that it would be viable and sustainable. So thank you guys again, and I will see everybody in the next video. Have fun and keep killing. Gray Fox out.